Module 2. Healthcare ICT RIS PACS Systems. Lesson 2.2. RIS PACS Systems. Architecture and Organizational. Hello. The hardware components cover one of the most delicate and critical parts of the entire system. They should be designed and installed in conjunction with careful analysis of volumes and workflows in individual hospital settings, taking into account trends and future needs. The following are the constituent components of a state-of-the-art system. Data center. It is the core component of the entire infrastructure. All service delivery systems, servers, and data network connections should be located here. The primary hospital network backbone, department connections, and disaster recovery site should be connected to the data center. Servers. They should contain redundancy mechanisms for hardware components. Automatic backup, load balancing, and clustering mechanisms should be in place to ensure maximum reliability of the machines. The database system should encode information in a standard language, and 2 copies of the data should be maintained. In addition to supporting image retrieval requests, the database system should interface with RIS and HIS to acquire additional patient information from their respective databases. Storage. The storage devices consist of an archive server, a database system, a disk library, and a communication network, typically with Gbps gigabits per second speeds. The archive system is connected to acquisition computers and workstations via this network. Radiological images produced by acquisition or imaging systems are transmitted to the archive server, archived in the storage area, and subsequently sent to workstations upon request. The goal of an archive is to receive, store, record, group, and update all the information it contains. Workstations. Workstations are dedicated to exam interpretation and image processing, using high-resolution monitors. The hardware configuration may vary depending on whether the workstation is for reporting or consultation purposes. Burners. One of the main advantages of using a RIS PACS system is the elimination of film production, making the process filmless. The creation of CDS, carried out by dedicated burners, has replaced films. The figure shows a diagram summarizing the hardware described above. In the image, the applications are depicted in layers, as they are modeled on a known workflow. The applications are not standalone but integrate with each other as needed, as shown in the figure with the blue and azure connection lines. In the figure, a diagram is shown summarizing the hardware, client, workstation, modalities, various applications such as film scanners, etc. used to support the aforementioned functions, highlighting the communication standards and connections between the various data transfers. We can note also that specific hardware requirements may vary based on the RIS PACS vendor and the specific needs of the healthcare facility. Consulting with the system provider or the IT specialist would be beneficial to determine the exact hardware needs for a particular RIS PACS implementation. In the upcoming lessons, we can delve into the technological aspects of the different parts of the system and provide more detailed information about the hardware requirements and characteristics. We can explore topics such as server specifications, storage options, network configurations, workstation requirements, and backup solutions. This will help you gain a deeper understanding of the technical aspects involved in implementing and maintaining a RIS PACS system. Modeling the workflow in radiology, thus schematizing and synthesizing the real world with all its facets and variations, is not an easy task and rarely leads to a unique result. A significant effort in this regard has been made within the scope of the Integrating the Healthcare Enterprise (IHE) initiative, which proposes a detailed model represented in the figure. Within this model, various actors are identified, namely the key components of the integrated chain that leads from the physician's request to the execution of diagnostic tests and the production of the report. The workflow begins with the patient entering the healthcare facility and their subsequent registration. which is done through a system or actor generally referred to as ADT, Admission Discharge Transfer, an admission and demographic system. Subsequently, a service or order is requested for the patient, such as an abdominal CT scan, through a hospital-level or inter-hospital system called Order Placer, which roughly corresponds to a CUP, Centro Unico di Prenotazione. In the Italian context, a centralized appointment booking center. At this point, the examination is scheduled, i.e., booked, based on the available resources, through an internal department system within radiology called DSS, Department System Scheduler, or more commonly RIS, Radiology Information System. On the specified date, the examination is performed utilizing the capability S of an actor commonly referred to as diagnostics or modality, example a CT scanner. The results in terms of diagnostic images produced are then sent to an image archive, known as Image Manager or PACS, Picture Archiving and Communication System, a system for managing and storing images. At this stage, the radiologist will retrieve the diagnostic images based on the initial request and produce a report, which will be stored and delivered to the patient. The reporting process takes place on an actor commonly known as the review station. In this lesson, we delved into the fundamentals of the RIS-PACS system architecture. Thank you for your attention.